We're reading Black authors only all February, giving book hangover setting in so easily. Like I said, I'm ready to be done with this.
Oh, why did I know Ricki was that girl?
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Y'all, I'm in such a good mood today. Happy February, happy Black... There's something in my eye, bro. Anyways, happy Black History Month, happy February. Y'all read that title right. We're reading Black authors only all February, and it's starting today, February 1st. I also think that this video will give you guys a realistic kind of view of how I read throughout the month, how many books I get through, and blah, blah, blah. Last month was a flop. Last month, January, I read one book. Y'all are aware of that one book I read, Sky Full of Elephants by Sibo Campbell, but that's okay. That's okay. We're locking in for February. The goal is 3 to 4. We're starting today, February 1st, right at the top of the month. As I already said, one of my goals for 2026 is to read more Black authors. Also, y'all don't mind my hair. I just washed it. It's nice and oiled and shiny, but not a retwist in sight. It ain't gonna be one. Anyways, one of my goals for 2026 is to read more Black authors, read works by more Black voices, poetry, fiction, nonfiction, and the like. So today we're starting with the first read of the month, The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Dalila Harris. I really hope again I'm saying her name right. When I hauled this book, which y'all also saw, I didn't know if I was saying her name right, but I really hope it is. And I'm starting with this one. The goal is to finish it by the end of the week. Anyways, I already know you love the vibes here. Did you find the subscribe button? It's really not that hard to spot. I want to say on y'all's screen, it's next to my profile pic. It's really not that hard. I really have all the faith that you can figure it out. So please like, comment, and subscribe, because I already know you love it here. You would have clicked off if you didn't love it here by now. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into our first read, and I will give y'all a status update when I get to a cute little stopping point. We just gonna do a few chapters today. Nothing crazy. It's Sunday. We're chilling. No pressure. Okay? Talk to y'all later. Like a third of the book. What page did I get to? I got to page 102. Okay, the book is fire so far. Obviously, I kind of predicted that it would be. You know what I'm saying? Like I already kind of had a new. I didn't read y'all the synopsis, but I did a haul of this book a little bit while ago, and it kind of talked about the synopsis. But basically, main character works at this majority white corporate office, and they finally hire another Black girl, and it's just getting like suspicious things start happening when this other Black girl starts to work at the office. But the first part of the book was obviously just like character introduction. You know, we're getting to know everybody. We're trying to see who all is involved in this plot line. And I was very pleased to see that the other Black girl, the new Black girl at the corporate office, is called Wagner. So the new girl at Wagner, she had ombre locks. Ombre locks like me. I hope she had a retwist though, because ooh. But I kid you not, that's just another reason why representation is so important, because I have never read a book where one of the main characters is depicted to look like moi. So that was entertaining. I also really like how the author is already addressing like so many things about just being Black in corporate and being 26, a female and Black in America. So in your 20s, not 26 yet, but almost. And one of the biggest things we've already identified so far in this book is like what level of Blackness you are, and that thing that kind of comes up in life, like, okay, what type of black are you? Are you black but you was raised in the suburbs, you come from money, you really don't even know what struggle is? Or are you black like you was raised in the hood, you know, you don't know anything but struggle? And I love that the author is already kind of talking about that, like that kind of unspoken division between black people that we don't really talk about, but like that we know is there, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's really cool too, because I mean, I've dealt with that growing up. Y'all already know how many times I was called an Oreo growing up, like please, please, please. So, and that term was even used in the book so far already. So that's been really, you know, it's always refreshing to read about stuff that you experience in real life. But yeah, I'm super excited to get into it. I probably got like 200 something pages left. Y'all saw me, I threw this book jacket on the floor because y'all, I don't mind a book jacket. Like I don't mind a cute little fit on a book, but I feel like they really got to fit well, because like, why am I maneuvering the book, reading the book, holding it, changing position? You falling off. Like the book jacket should not be baggy. But like, look at the author pick, y'all. Like, come on. Ooh, come on, Miss Zakiya. It's giving AI. Like that's a really good author pick of her. But the book jacket is cute. It just had to come off because it was getting on my nerves. The mysterious notes that are talked about in the synopsis have already begun. The main one that's like telling Nella, our main character, is like, leave Wagner now. And she's like, she's not even worried about it. She's like, bet this is evidence that I'm being harassed. Like she don't even care. Like so far she doesn't care that she's, you know, begun to get harassed. Yeah. Oh, another thing that I thought was really cool that was brought up was like code switching. And y'all, any black person in corporate America, any black person trying to do anything like in the matrix of this life, you know, success wise, we know how big of a part code switching plays in your everyday life. And I love that the author has already, you know, talked about that so far in the book. Hazel, the gorgeous black girl in the story, Nella is actually kind of reserved and kind of like wary of her because of her amazing ability to code switch and like get along with the white coworkers who she's grown to have beef with and grown to distrust. And I'm like, and again, I hate to be like, oh my God, me too, for like every single thing, but kid you not, like this is all stuff that I've dealt with in life, and it's just so refreshing to read about it. Cause like, I mean, code switching is a survival technique at this point. Like most black people who are working in corporate or who are in, honestly, I feel like it's mostly just in corporate culture, but most black people, you got to use that daily. What else has been talked about in this book that I like so far? Oh, Nella, our main character, has a white boyfriend. And it was so funny, y'all, because the boyfriend was mentioned like within the first couple pages of the book, and Nella's boyfriend's name is Owen. I was like, I ain't never met no black dude named Owen. And then the author like makes a big deal out of, you know, her admitting that he is white later on in the book. Ain't nothing wrong with that though, like go off. One thing about me, I don't really have, I really just, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like do what you want to do. But it was just funny because as Nella continues to increase her friendship with Hazel, the new girl, she's like, oh my gosh, does Hazel have a white boyfriend too? Because I feel like for some reason our main character is like, she feels guilty about dating a white man. But my thing is like, nobody's forcing you to date a white man. Like, why are you... I don't know. Like, you shouldn't feel guilty about that. If that's the choice you made, like, stand on that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, don't let people guilt you into whatever. Anyway, this is just a book. We're not talking about that. But she was like excited because she thinks Hazel has a white boyfriend too, but apparently Hazel's boyfriend is like Dominican. He's like light skinned or something like that. It was also weird too because Nella was like low-key mad that Hazel kept talking about her boyfriend. Hazel was very like, my man. Like she's very much like that. And Nella was like, ugh, I haven't mentioned my boyfriend yet. Why is she talking about her boyfriend so much? And I'm like, because you're embarrassed that your boyfriend is not black. Meanwhile, her boyfriend ain't black either. So I just feel like Nella just has a lot of insecurities about being black. They talk a lot about the hair conversation. Hazel's like low-key judging her because she don't know how to braid, she don't know how to flat twist. But as someone who also grew up like suburban black girl, they don't really teach you how to do that. They don't really teach you how to do that. Like I learned how to blow out my hair, like flat iron, blow dry. I learned how to do that before I learned how to braid. And I want to say I learned how to braid, like I completely taught myself how to braid on my own. Like I used to do, like I literally remember when I first wanted to do a set of braids on myself. And I remember like I fully was studying on YouTube. I was studying how to do it because I was like, how am I 18, 19 and I don't know how to do braids on myself? Because like my mom never taught me how to do that. My mom taught me how to do like my natural hair, but specifically how to like blow dry and straighten my natural hair. I used to have perms when I was very young, but I was allergic to them, and that's apparently Nella got a perm in the book. Her scalp burning and on fire, baby. I got sensitive skin. That perm life was never gonna last long for me. But I probably had maybe 2 perms my entire life. I was natural most of my life, but I was taught how to blow dry my hair, how to straighten it, how to curl it with a flat iron to, you know, look refined, look clean, blah blah blah. But as I got older, I was like, first of all, I'm sick of smelling burnt hair every week. Like, that got old really fast. And then I started to learn how to do my natural hair, a lot of twist outs. I didn't really like twist outs because I think I have thick strands, but I have like less thick strands. So my hair isn't thin. I just don't have like that many strands on my hair, or maybe it's vice versa. I don't really know. My hair is locked now. It really don't matter for real. But I had to teach myself how to do my own braids and stuff like that. And you know, I realized growing up that if you continue to stay under that wing of your parents and continue to stay in the environment that you were raised in, and you don't ever grow and you don't ever like learn anything, it's very easy to be 26 and don't know how to braid your own hair and don't know how to do flat twists and things like that. Don't know how to do plaits. And I kind of felt for Nella right there, because I was like, maybe she just didn't like think it was necessary to teach herself that. Me though, I had to teach myself how to do it because I wasn't finna be in college and then in Atlanta like not knowing how to braid my hair, had to teach myself how to do some braids because. And I don't know, like as I got older too, and you know, the rose-colored lenses of life fell off my face, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna braid my hair. I'm gonna do like some cute little natural hairstyles. I have magic hair. I'm a black person. Like, my hair is magic. I literally don't need to be frying it, dyeing it, and laying it to the side every 2 weeks. Like, that's so dead. Anyways, there's just a couple things that have already been addressed in the book. I'm excited to see where it goes, because I love a book you can feel. Like, I love when you're reading and you can feel that something is up. You don't really know what's up, but like, you know it's suspect. Like, I love when a book is written like that. And like I said, I hate to keep being like, me too, but like, a lot of the stuff in this book I can relate to. Like, to the T. But I'm excited to finish it. But it's Sunday, y'all. Surprisingly, I don't really feel Sunday scaries because the weather is just so beautiful today. Like, the sun was shining in my crib all day long and it was just gorgeous. Now, I wish it was not frigid outside. Y'all, it feels like 0 this morning. I've never seen feels like 0 on my weather app in my life, but it felt like 0 outside. I did sneak outside to go to Dunkin' and get a cookie butter cloud latte. Yeah, it was feeling like 0. It was really cold. And I wish that it wasn't, because today would have been the perfect day to like read outside, blah, 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 you know, get some fresh air. But I had to get a fresh sunlight through the window because it was too cold. Anyways, y'all know I love the yap, but I'm trying not to have 3 hours of raw footage to edit, which is probably gonna be that anyway. Whenever I vlog, I don't know why it's always like 2 hours of raw footage, like, and I don't even be yapping sometimes. Okay, I'm literally yapping now. I'll talk to y'all later, probably when I'm getting ready to finish this book and we're on to the next one. Bye. I can't get on here looking cute to save my life. I got a little bit of reading done on my lunch. I'm off work now, and so I started this book on the 1st. It's the 9th. Bruh. Listen though, I haven't picked it up since we last talked though, so it's not like I just been reading like 10 pages a day. I read it that last time for one sitting. I picked it up again today. I think I was around page 130. No, I couldn't have been at page 130 because I'm on 245 right now. Maybe it was given like 216, something like that. I don't know. I read a little bit on my lunch. The goal is to finish this book today, okay, because I'm kind of tired of it. Figured out this Eva character that they're talking about is Hazel. Hazel apparently is not only a code switcher, but maybe has some slight personality disorder because she causes trouble going from town to town, ruining other black women's lives. That's what I'm getting. And I really hate it because, you know, they describe Hazel as a baddie. Y'all remember I said I resonated with her. I was like, oh my God, she got locks, she pretty, she got da da da. I was like, oh my God, that's so me. No, Hazel's crazy. Kind of scared of her. Also, everything that I read from the last time we talked up until now has been kind of boring. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was a lot of like little pieces being put together. Like, I probably read like 5-6 chapters, and it was just like one little seed was planted each chapter, and the rest was like just fluff. Not bad, but I did find myself getting bored for like 100 pages. Anyways, 354 pages in this book. I'm on page 245. I'm kind of ready for everything to just hit the fan. Don't really want to read this anymore, low key. Like, I was just bored for too long, you know? Like, it's good. The beginning is good, and the end is probably going to be good. But like, I don't really see anything happening besides Hazel being put on blast for being a con artist and like ruining everybody's life. It is currently 5 o'clock p.m. Got off about an hour ago. I really truly think I can have this book finished by 7:30 if I lock in, which I plan to do, because like I said, I'm kind of just ready to see what's gonna happen, because I feel like nothing has been happening. Like, just like little things, like, call me a meanie, but if the book is over 300 pages, some things need to be happening. And I just don't really think much has happened. Like, I kid you not, for 100 plus pages, I'm like, I'm just reading words. Anyway, let me shut up. Let me lock in, because like I said, I'm ready to be done with this. It's the 9th. We've only done this one. Next in the queue is a love song for Ricki Wilde, because Valentine's Day is this Saturday. Ain't got no type of love in my life. Lord Jesus. But you know what? That's okay, because these men really stink for real. Not all of them, but like most of them. Anyway, let me read. Y'all be quiet. Y'all be quiet. Y'all, Hazel is a pick-me, bro. Like, oh my gosh. That's probably why I'm low-key over this book. I don't like the characters no more. Hazel is a pick-me. Nella is like wannabe victim. But like, I still kind of empathize with Nella because, you know, number one, she has had all these goals since she's been at Wagner Books and nothing has come to fruition. And as soon as Hazel comes in, like everything that she's been trying to do all the time is finally happening just because Hazel is a baddie. Like, I don't know. Like all the characters are getting on her. There's not one character in this book that I like. Maybe her friend Malika, but like Malika ain't even in here for real. Like like she cool, but she just like, maybe that's why I like her, because she barely in here for real, because like everybody in here. Okay, part 4 is the last part. Chapter 19 is the last part. We're definitely finishing this tonight. I also forgot I have to eat. It's 5:17, so I read that chapter in 17 minutes. What that dinner will be, no clue. Anyways, I'm gonna try to read this, save the last 2 chapters for like after dinner. I'll give y'all my final thoughts when I have them. Y'all already know I'm using one of my bookmarks. And if you missed the video where I made all these cute little bookmarks, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go watch it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play some Duran Bernard right now while I finish this book. Okay, bye. I know I said I was gonna talk to y'all when I was done with the book, but like, what is actually going on right now, bro? We were talking about the publishing company. Now we're talking about... Okay, it's coming together, because I remember at the very beginning of the book, Nilla was talking about how bad her head was itching and burning. Now we back. Almost 300 pages later. Bruh. I've never in my life said this, but I think the show might be better than this book. Never in my life have I said the show or the movie would be better. But like, what I'm visualizing, I feel like would be a better show. I'm not watching it, but I'm just like thinking. Okay, I'm just reading words again. I'll tap back in with y'all for real at the end. I'm on page 293. Okay, it's an epilogue, y'all. It's an epilogue. Okay, it's 6:47. I ate that. I really ate that. 5 p.m. to 6:47 p.m. I'm finna get me something to eat. Because what was that? And y'all finna die, so like, I might as well eat and come back. Like, what was that? I never do this. I'm finna see what Goodreads says. Oh my gosh. I'm using my book light as lighting, because y'all know I be giving hermit. I never look at Goodreads, but I'm about to see what I just read. This girl said, I hate this book. I hate that everything's compared to Get Out. I hate Nella. I hate that they bring up Black Twitter so much. And I hate the plot twist. I'm screaming. Somebody said, where was the editor? I took my time to write this review because I did not want to write this review while I was mad. Friends, this book is 352 pages long and majority of the plot happened in the last 32 pages. I thought I was tripping. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go eat y'all for real because I don't like. Yeah, I need to eat before it get too late. Your girl got acid reflux. We're gonna debrief. We're gonna debrief in a few minutes. I will check back in with y'all later.
A few moments later.
Is this the creepiest lighting ever? Yes. Do I care? No. Okay, so boom. My shadow does look mad creepy, but we're just gonna ignore that. Okay, I got tropical smoothie for dinner. I got an acai berry boost today. I forgot to ask for no turbinado because tropical smoothie be spamming the turbinado sugar. And then I got a Cali chicken flatbread, which is part of their breakfast. They serve breakfast all day. So I said, don't mind if I do. Let's taste this. It don't look very stuffed. The sauce. I'm gonna keep it brief with y'all though about that book. What did I just read? Like I said in the previous clip, I never look at Goodreads reviews, like, because I really don't really care what people think. I'm not gonna say I finished that book confused, but it was more like, what did I just read? And I saw a lot of reviews that were like, yo, where was the editor? Where was the editor? Why was the plot of the whole book, the last 32 pages? And I completely resonated with that. I was like, did I just read 350 pages of nothing? Like, and I get we were supposed to be, you know, developing the characters, developing da-da-da-da. It was just extra for me, honestly. Number one, why did multiple characters go by multiple different names? And again, I get the point. You wanted to show, okay, Richard was known as Richard to Nella to, you know, Vera, all of the characters in the office, but known as Dick to his mistress. Like, I get what she was trying to do there, but like, that just felt like I rarely ever do I finish a book and I'm just like, was that a waste of my time? Was that a waste of my time? Okay, low-key though, I felt like this at the end of Cleo and Frank. But Cleo and Frank was worse because like I found myself feeling heavy afterwards. After the other black girl, I'm just confused. I'm just like, what did we read for real? The epilogue was pretty cool. Things came together in the sense of like, okay, now Nella's about to go be the other black girl at this new office that she's found since Hazel basically like peer pressured her to quit. Hazel was like, yeah, you shouldn't have come to work today. Like, your time at Wagner is done. There can only be one of us here. Y'all know I don't care about spoiling it. So apparently the whole thing was like, it was in the hair grease. The hair grease was supposed to make you a digestible black girl who could survive in white corporate, white publishing. You know what I'm trying to say. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that, y'all. Like, cool concepts. The hair grease, you know, connected to the mind. There's even like some specifics in the book talking about how it activates one of the cortexes of the brain and da 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 da. Like, that was cool. Don't get me wrong, that was cool. But I genuinely feel like that book could have done without 150 extra. Like, that should have been a 200-page book max. If you're not new here, y'all know I stopped rating books, but I don't think that one was for me. I feel bad. I don't think that one was for me. And I did find comfort in seeing that a lot of people felt the same way as me. Even before I read the reviews and looked at those reviews, I was like, I really just looked at them for validation to make sure I didn't miss something. I was like, did I miss something? I didn't miss anything. Looks like everybody was saying the same thing. Anyway, you know, I was joking saying, was this book a waste of time? But like, I'm glad I got to experience it. I'm glad that other people experienced that book and we were able to form an opinion about it. Obviously, it wasn't a waste. I was just playing. It was just like, anyways, I'm excited to tap into Miss Tia Williams. A nice, cute little black romance look, knowing her, it probably won't be cute. It'll probably be very, make me cry and carry on like 7 Days in June did. But I'm excited to tap into a little bit of romance. Y'all know I've taken quite the large break from romance, so I'm ready to get back in there. Love song for Ricki Wilde. The plan is to hopefully start it tomorrow or Wednesday, 10 or 11. And I look forward to talking to y'all then. Let me eat my wrap before it gets cold. Okay. Somebody told me how it's February 22nd. It's February 22nd. I've read 1.25 books. Okay. All right, so here's the plan. So, see, I was gonna say I think I'm gonna have to cheat and do an audiobook, right? That was what I came on here to propose, you know? I came on here to say that I might need to cheat and do, sorry I look like this also. Like, I just came back from a walk. Spring water just hits. Anyways, came on here to say that I'm gonna have to cheat and listen to an audiobook. I did start a love song for Ricki Wilde. Okay, so let's just pick up the book and see how far I got into it, okay? Not very. Not very, yeah. So I'm about to shower and wash my hair. It's been such a busy month. I had so much content planned for this month and I pretty much did every video I planned to do, which I'm happy about. But, you know, I had to choose one. I had to pick, was I going to do all the YouTube videos I wanted to do or was I gonna read every single book I wanted to read? So we see which one. I don't know though. We got 6 days left in the month. Y'all, let me get my life together. I guess y'all see in the next clip what I ended up doing. I know Ricki was that girl? Why did you say she a Gemini? Or maybe I already knew that. Did I already know that? I feel like they said her birthday. I feel like Tia Williams already told us Ricki's birthday, but I just haven't picked up this book in so long that I was just like surprised again. Awkward. Also, y'all, why can I not eat this salad with a fork? I feel like this is one of those salads that needs to be eaten with a spoon. Yo, Ricki is so cool. Okay guys, I just got to chapter 10. I think I'm just gonna do one last little check-in here. And then that's probably all I'm gonna check in today because I really want to lock in and read. Let's see how many chapters is in here. Y'all know me. When I got a time crunch, I really feel like I'm super reader, super woman. It's 23 chapters and an epilogue in the whole book. I think I can get to chapter 20. Like, I really feel like I could finish or almost finish this tonight. So I'm just gonna lock in and then let y'all know how I ended up liking it at the end. I already know this is a banger though. Like I'm telling y'all, Tia Williams just has that magical writing style to where I feel like I'm there, and it's just like, I just love it. It's funny, easy to read, but she also, you know, her intelligence shines through. She always gets her vocabulary words in her writing, and I just love reading it. And oh, but what I got on here to say was I really wish that I had read this book like almost like a reading daily, a daily reading moment or something, because this book actually takes place in February, and it takes place like chapter 10, for example, starts on February 15, 2024. So it's like not that long ago. Like I feel like reading it on the days that are in the book, but it's also like multiple POV. So like you're kind of flashing back to the old days and then going back to present day. So I don't know how that would have worked, but this book is so cool. I'm definitely enjoying it so far. Like I said, I be getting bold. I think I can really get down and finish a big chunk of this book tonight because I'm not doing anything else the rest of the evening. I'm enjoying the rest of my Sunday after being off for a few days. Anyway, right now I'm in the part of the book where Ezra and Ricki have finally like they're kind of like warming up to the idea of not avoiding each other anymore, because they're like, wait, we keep seeing each other, like something's going on. There's a reason why we're in each other's lives. So I feel like it's about to, that's really why I think I'm gonna finish it, because it's I can tell it's about to pick up the pace. I'm prepared for the ending though. Y'all know Tia Williams likes to throw everything away at the end, like the last 3 pages, and then fix it. So I'm already prepared. I'm not gonna let her get my blood pressure up this time like she did with Audrey and Bash in 7 Days in June. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, the sun is clearly going down, and I literally said that I was gonna stop doing check-ins, but y'all, like, this book is making my chest hurt. But not in a bad way. It's just so sweet. Like, oh my. I'm a hopeless romantic, okay? I've temporarily given up on love because, again, these men keep playing in my face. But I'm for sure a hopeless romantic. And y'all, this book, it's just too much. Like, Ricki's in love, Ezra's in love, but like, we're getting some insight onto why Ezra thinks he's unlucky, why he thinks he's gonna hurt Ricki, and like why he's scared. And y'all, I know I will not shut up about Brent Faiyaz's new album, but one of my favorite songs off the album is Butterflies. And this book is literally giving me butterflies. And Ezra's also a musician, so like there's that musical connection too. And I already know this book is gonna make me cry. Like, I kid you not, I don't know how to describe it, but the way I feel when Butterflies plays is the way I feel reading this book. Like, my chest. Also, the sun is going down and the lighting is trash. Sorry about that. But I can't. I'm too much of a hopeless romantic for this. I can't. Like, I already know I'm gonna be like, I can't remember, did 7 Days in June make me cry or not? It's been a minute since I read it, but this is giving me that lump in my throat feeling like, oh, I want to keep going, but I'm scared. Anyways, I'm not even gonna promise that you won't hear from me again, because clearly I don't know what I want to do today. guys, everything is making sense now, and Ricki just passed out. I just finished chapter 17. Ricki just passed out, and I'm finna pass out. I know you can't see me Not too much. It's Black History Month. Not too much. I'm finishing this book tonight. I can't go to sleep without knowing how this is gonna end. But that's what I'm talking about. T. Williams is too great. Like, how did she? I already knew. I already knew Miss Della was gonna be like, you know, I already knew, but I didn't know her. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all. I finished the book. Okay. Let me actually get out of the dark because y'all can't see me. Okay. So I just propped my phone light against my Stanley because y'all. Every time I finish reading one of Tia Williams' books, I'm just always like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Like, how do we just go back to our regularly scheduled programming? It's like 10:40, so I was capped out. I definitely did take like 6 hours to finish the rest of the book. But like, I could have put it down. Like I said, once it started picking up, it started picking up. But it's crazy, y'all. I figured out how it was gonna end, like, I'll say around 270 page mark. And it low key, because I figured it out, I was like, okay, maybe spoiling is bad because like I was anticipating that. Like, I'm not saying that I couldn't enjoy the rest of the book, but like I was reading the book with that in mind. I didn't even spoil it for myself. I just figured it out and I was confident in me figuring it out and I was right. So this opened my eyes. Y'all know me. I'm usually like, oh my God, I don't care about spoiling. You can't spoil it for me. You kind of can. So my apologies. I will do better about that. I'll at least give the option to skip for sure, because like I spoiled it for myself by not even spoiling, and I was like, oh my gosh, like when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? Yo. Okay, and this is why I be pausing on reading romance books, okay? Because also you can see the shadow of my DJI. Sorry. This is why I don't be reading romance books, because I'm like, why? And I've noticed it in Tia Williams specifically. Like the way she will depict Black romance and depict Black love. I'm just like, when am I gonna get that? Like, and it just, I'd be like, it specifically grips my chest in a certain way, because I'm just like, oh, it's really the fact, like, I don't know, you've probably heard this before, but people always say, oh, you know, men crave a trophy wife or someone to, you know, make them look better and make their lives better, but women more so crave to be emotionally understood and emotionally seen. And that's definitely what male main characters written by T. Williams gives. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like same thing with Shane in 7 Days in June. Like she really wrote characters who truly understand the female character and truly like fill in those gaps. I feel like, and that's not even just like a female thing, but like everybody just wants to be understood in their relationship, and she just like, she captures that in her story so well. But A Love Song for Ricki Wilde was so good. I literally said this in the last book, but I kid you not, like I want to be Ricki so bad. Like I'm like, oh my god, she's me, I can relate, she's me. And it was just like from the little things, like there was a scene in here where she was like rushing to go answer the door and she threw on a Georgia State hoodie, and I was like, that's so me. Like, Georgia State alums, where you at? Like, it was just little things in this book that I could relate to and that I thought were, you know, that just made me connect with it a little bit more. And it's crazy too how much authors have to learn to really write fictional stories. Like, she had to learn about flowers. She had to learn about like Afrocentric voodoo and stuff like that. She had to learn about music. She had to learn about like it's really crazy how much you have to be really smart to write like a fiction book like this. Anyway, this book was just very cool. And I'm talking because I'm like it's giving book hangover. It's giving book hangover setting in so easily. I don't know what to. I loved it. I will say this was kind of spicy. I don't remember how spicy 7 Days in June was, but this Ricki and Ezra was like they you know, to be fair, they did think that Ricki was gonna die. So like I feel you, but it wasn't bad though. It wasn't the best spice. My thing is, I don't really have a problem with spice if it's good. It was kind of low-key cringe at some point, but like that definitely did not like decrease the value of the story at all. It was still amazing. It was just like I found myself reading some of those parts, I was like, ew. I wasn't like, ew, like, you know, like when I'm reading spice, I want to be like, ooh, I don't want to be like, ew. But this book was just it was so deep too. Like she really low-key even captured an age gap trope based off of you know, based off of Ezra's immortality. And that's one thing too. I thought I figured that out early in the book. So when we were first introduced to Ezra, he's introduced as Breeze back in the 20s when he was, you know, young and fine. And I thought that he was just gonna be like the Ezra of the story's uncle or granddad or something like that. Nah, this was the same Ezra. And like, I don't know. And that's another thing I love about Tia Williams' books. Like, you could read the synopsis and like you have no clue what you're gonna get into, because like, look, if I'm reading this right now, like, it says handsome mysterious stranger. Like, I would have never come up with Ezra's character off of handsome mysterious stranger. Like, it's just I see, like, I'm awkward now because I want to talk about this. I want to talk about it, but like, I don't want to spoil it because like, it was really good. Like I said, maybe it was just me personally, but I definitely was able to connect with every character in this book. Look, I keep picking up the book and put it down. Like, I really don't know what to do with myself. I really don't know what to do with myself. Like, I just like, do I just hold it for emotional support? What am I supposed to do with this? Oh my God. And when Ezra stood up for her, when Ricky's sisters came over unannounced and Ezra was snapping on them because they was being rude and disrespectful, I was like, oh my gosh. What a man. Like, and he cooked for them. But it's crazy too, because when her sisters came, I was like, I knew they was gonna be on some BS. Like, I was mad when they came. Like, I was mad when I read the chapter preceding that they were plotting to come see her. I'm like, please leave Ricki alone. Like, she's really doing amazing without y'all. Ugh. And the epilogue was so cute, how it was from Miss Della's point of view. Stop, y'all. I almost cried when I was reading the book, but like, I didn't cry for real. I was tearing up for sure, but the tears didn't fall, so we're good. And I also love how Tia Williams also uses lists. And it's crazy too, because I had not read a love song for Ricki Wilde when I met Tia Williams a couple months ago, whenever that was. And I was like, do you have a thing with lists? Like, that seems to be a common theme in your books. And she was like, no, like, I never even noticed that I put a list in almost every book. I was like, oh. So I can't wait to see what the list is and the perfect find and the misconnection when I read those. The book was good though, y'all. I don't know how I'm about to cut this because like, I'm saying spoiler stuff and I'm not saying spoiler stuff. And when they broke the curse at the end, I already knew. I'm telling y'all, like around page 270, I was like, bruh, Miss Della gonna have to be the sacrifice. Oh, that was one of the main things I wanted to talk about too that I thought was so cool. Tia Williams also intertwined 7 Days in June with this book. So if y'all remember, in 7 Days in June, it's about Miss Eva Mercy Moore. She's the author of the, the Curse series. And she literally asked Ricki asked Eva Mercy a question at her book event to try to help her break the curse so that she don't die. And so Ezra will die eventually. But I thought that was so cool how she, I'm talking about, she even mentioned Audrey in this book. Like, I love that. I love, look, I guess it's called interconnected standalones, but like, it was so subtle. It was almost like Easter egg. Like, you wouldn't know it's an interconnected standalone unless you read another book. So I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you could call it an interconnected standalone because like Eva and Audrey and Shane being mentioned in this book would just be characters, unless, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know what to do with myself now, y'all. No, look, if I'm honest right now, stop. If I'm being so for real with y'all reading romance books make me sad. Oh, she's lonely. I'm so for real though. Like, I love a good romance book because like it fulfills that want for romance in my life. But like, it makes me sad because I'm like, But like, the book was good. The book was fire. Tia Williams is always fire. Oh, this thing was in there when I went and met her, my little signing paper. I was in group B apparently. Y'all, my eyes are watering. I swear I think my allergies are acting up. That's what it is. Cause like, why are my eyes watering for no reason? Why was I just like coughing randomly like that? Anyways, so far we got one banger, a love song for Ricki Wilde, and then one dud, the other black girl. See, I'm glad I finished this book tonight too, so that way I could really put the pedal to the metal the rest of the week, because this month got away from me, y'all. So I'm thinking we start Come and Get It by Kiley Reid tomorrow, or Between Friends and Lovers by Shirlene Obuobi. Look, I just said romance books make me sad, so I don't know. Like, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know if sad is the feeling, because I eat it up. I eat up a romance book every time. But like, I don't know. I low-key also want to read this book called The Vanishing Half, but I don't need to spend no more money on books. I don't need to spend no more money until payday. So like, it's gonna need to be what I got at the crib, but see, that's the thing. I'm really glad I didn't cheat with my Spodio Audify books. My brain be moving too fast, y'all, because what was that? I was about to say, this is why I'm glad I didn't cheat with Spotify audiobooks, because I know I can read fast. Like, I know when I want to lock in, I can lock in, because let's see, I read from page 88 to 339, and I forgot what time I started with y'all, but it's, like I said, I finished at like 10:30. I want to say I started at like 5:30. Anyways, I'll check in with y'all tomorrow to see what we start next. It'll most likely be Come and Get It, because I've been doing really good with my singlehood because I haven't been thinking about it. Ricki and Ezra made me feel extra single tonight, and I don't like that. But I just want to make it clear, the book was amazing. Look, I said in a previous Q&A that I don't have any auto-buy authors, but Tia Williams might be an auto-buy author for me. I know I'm gonna get a good story every time. And I know it's gonna make me, like, she's not gonna let you forget about any of her other banger stories. Now I wanna read all the other books to see what other characters are showing up. Like, I wanna see if the characters in, you know, the Misconnection are gonna stop in New York and stop at her flower shop. Like, also the concept of a flower shop. Y'all know me, I wanna be a florist so bad. Not really, but like, I be trying to pretend I'm a florist so bad. The book was just cute. The book was just so cute. And it was just real, like, dripping with emotion. Like I said, my only gripe was sometimes the spice scenes were kind of cringy, and I was like, ugh, but it wasn't like overly cringy, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't last too long. And I think also it felt overly cringy because like they had just met, but I understand the urgency because like Ezra was kind of rushed because he thought, you know, he had to tell her this horrible truth and da-da-da-da. I get why it was rushed, but I feel like that might be why the spice was cringe for me, because I'm like, bro, y'all just met. But I get it, like they was in love. Ricki was his one true love who he had been waiting for forever. But I recommend it because I did not, like, that book was not what I was expecting at all. And I always do Tia Williams books like that. Like, I'll read 40 pages here, 40 pages there, then I can't put the book down. Like, what is that about? Anyway, I'm about to get ready to go to bed. I have work in the morning. It's 10:56 now. I should like try to lay down and go to sleep or something. Anyways, good night, guys. I'll be back for more reading tomorrow. Guys, why is it February 27th? Okay, see, the initial goal was to read as many books as possible. Why I gave myself that challenge with the shortest month of the year, not sure, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so here's what we got going on. The month ends tomorrow. I've completed 2 books this month. Not my best work. Not my best work, and that's okay. I met a lot of other goals this month. I just have a sock dangling in my hand because I'm about to go for my walk. But I got a lot of content done that I wanted to get done. I got my movement. I'm starting to rebuild my movement and exercise habits. So, you know, a win is a win. And those 2 books amassed to like 500-600 pages. So like, I'm really not even mad. Okay, so this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna start Come and Get It by Kiley Reid, so we at least get a 3rd book started in this video. But like, I read the first page last night and it really wasn't giving. It really wasn't giving, okay? But y'all know I have a Spotify premium membership, right? And I saw this book on there called, I think it's called The Exes by Leodora Darlington, I think. And it piqued my interest. And y'all, I wasn't even playing with you. When I finished A Love Song for Ricki Wilde, it gave me crazy book hangover. Y'all know I finished that book like 4 or 5 days ago, and I'm just not able to like get back into something else because y'all like, and as I mentioned in the previous clips, like y'all know I'm like sensitive. I'm like, oh my God, my prince will never go. Y'all know me. I was very much on that. So that really had my heart broken. And then y'all, Miss Della, like I didn't think that I was gonna connect to Miss Della like I did. So like, when what happened, I was really like, I felt like I was literally mourning. And mind you, these are fake people. These are fictional characters that live in between pages. Had me hurt, busted, broke, busted, and disgusted like that. Anyways, I'm finally back to life. Back to life. Back to reality. Okay, y'all, if I watched my videos, I would be concerned. If I watched my videos and I wasn't me, I would be concerned. So I really don't blame y'all if y'all are. Anyways, I'm gonna start the Exes on my walk because I'm kind of in mood for a little read and walk moment. And then maybe if I come back, I might try to read a few pages of Come and Get It just to get the gist of it. But I really need to start editing this video because I want it out tomorrow. It's the last day of the month and I want it out tomorrow. I want to start March fresh. Y'all, I really don't have that many ideas for March. Like usually going into the new month, I have a lot of ideas. I have like one idea I want to do. Literally just one idea. I wanted to go for a walk because it's supposed to be raining today and the weather is gorgeous. So I want to go outside, get some steps in, and celebrate because it's the freaking weekend, baby. Anyways, let's go for a walk and get into the Exes. I've never read anything by Leodora Darlington. I've never even heard of her, but she just dropped this book this month. I don't know if it's her debut novel or anything. I don't know anything. I'm truly going in blind just based off of the little synopsis that I read on Spotify. So I'm gonna get a couple of chapters of that in, let y'all know how I'm feeling, and then maybe, like I said, maybe start Come and Get It. Because like I said, I read like 3 lines last night and I closed the book. I was like, no. And that's not because it was bad. I think I just wasn't like, I was ready to go to bed, y'all. Me and my friend Danae went out for her birthday, and y'all, I literally slept like 2 hours that night. And I don't know why, like as I get older, like my sensitivity to lack of sleep is just like I had to recover. Okay. Anyway, I'm done yapping. Let me go for a walk before the sun go down. It's not daylight saving time yet.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Mariah. See, we been making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that I be kissing. When I'm kissing, what I'm missing, won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe. I guess high up your love, I don't know how to do it. Brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. Oh, sugar, when you're close to me, you love me right down to my knees.
Guys, I got 9 chapters into the Exes on my walk. It's giving tea. It's giving, and y'all, I know you're probably thinking, okay, why would you pick like a love-centric story after you just almost died off of a love? No, this isn't that. This is giving like lit fic thriller vibes more so than romance. Like, yes, love is a theme in here, and it's already going deeper than I expected. Like, there's a whole like I'm already detecting some themes about like interracial relationships, HR violations. It's like love in the workplace, but it's giving. And y'all, I love the cover. It's giving like Kill Bill Volume 2 type energy. Obviously, I know Kill Bill is like yellow, black, red, but I don't know why. The X and the I, I like that cover art. But yeah, obviously I haven't gotten that far in it, so I don't really have much to say. But I do, so far, like what I'm hearing, I like the writing style. She's very, I love an author who's not afraid to overuse like simile and metaphor. She was talking about her relationship with her mom, and I think she said something along the lines of, I love my mom, but like I'm terrified of her and I'm addicted to her, like her validation. And she was like, my mom is vodka and I'm an alcoholic who can't resist even though I know it's killing me little by little, or something like that. Obviously I was just listening. I can't like quote it. I don't have an audiographic memory or whatever the opposite of a photographic memory would be. But anyway, I really like the style of the writing so far. Y'all know I didn't glance at the ratings, but I see it has like 6 ratings and it averages 3.2 stars. So I am curious why the girls are hating it, but y'all know I really don't care. So far, I like it. Obviously, I'm not that far in it, but I like it. And y'all, it's British. And y'all, everybody talks in British accents. I love that. You guys know I love an accent. You know, some words just sound better British, like mother. Oh, they ate that up. And also, like, I don't know how old everybody is, but this is giving like 20s activities. Y'all, the deeper I get into the 20s, the more I'm just like, this age is full of chaos. Being 20 something is just all about chaos, literally. Anyways, I think I am gonna read just a little bit of Come and Get It. Let me go shower. I'm just sitting here yapping. I'm literally creating more work for myself. Like, I already probably have like 2 hours to edit. Why am I still talking? Okay.
Running back to the strip club, I'm never going back. No, you can't make me. Never going back. They never take me. I've been enough of petty dudes. I've been enough of shitty news. I had a thing for dirty shoes since I was 10. Love dirty men alike. Ooh, better day than cash today. Ooh, I just take it day by day. Ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just do it my way. All I got is these broken clocks. I ain't got no time. Just still love and still love and still love and still
So why is our main character interviewing these students? And one of the characters' name is Tyler, and Agatha asks what Tyler's parents do for a living. Why Tyler gonna say, my mom is the office manager at the sandblasting and powder coating place, and my dad is currently incarcerated, so his job is just like being in prison. That's trifling. I don't know if that's all I wanted. I just read that.
Okay, guys. I think, not y'all about to die. What y'all about to die for? Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the vlog finally after literally a whole month. You know, I was about to have this whole little thing about how I need some lip balm. I need some lip balm. I was about to go into this whole thing about how I was like mad that I didn't get to read as much as I wanted to read. But like I read. I literally read. Like it's fun. I literally read. And now we can go into March with 2 bangers already in the queue. Like I said, I don't really have as much content planned for March, like long form content. So hopefully I'll have more time to read. Because I decided also, so last year I started out the year doing reading wrap ups like one every month. But then as the year went on, I did like seasonal wrap up. So every book I read this summer, every book I read this fall, I definitely want to continue that this year because I feel like we don't really need to, especially if I only read like, you know, 4 to 5 books, 2 to 3 books. Like I don't need to be doing a monthly reading wrap up. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like it's not really worth it to do a whole reading wrap up for like 2 to 4 books a month. So yeah, I'll just give y'all my, you know, hopefully 10, 12 when winter's over, which I think I should probably be, honestly, because quarter 1 is January through March, right? So like at the end of March, I'll do a reading wrap up. And hopefully I can get some bangers in. But like I said, I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna start editing. It's like what time is it? It's literally 8:01. So I'm gonna probably edit until midnight, just do as much as I can. Hopefully I can finish my entire rough cut because I would prefer to finish the rough cut and then do my detail edits tomorrow and my thumbnail and post. But we're gonna see because yeah, we just gonna say. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If this motivated you to pick up a book, if this motivated you to diversify your reading, if this motivated you to eat a salad out of a bag, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that concludes our Reading Black Authors video for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, my little seasonal touches for this month. And okay, let me shut up because like I said, I never knew how to end the video. Thank you so much again for watching, and I cannot wait to catch you in the next video. Bye.